2000, the United States have only 359 assistive technology companies. Their annual sale is 2.87. You can multiply this with multiple folds. Between 97 and 1999, the growth in this field was 20%. And now it's going exponential. The government wants to reduce hospitalization time. And because of that, they started paying for devices to get physical therapy at home. They don't want you to go to the hospital or the clinic. Health insurance companies start subsidizing for assistive technology. 60% of these firms have 10 or less employees, 2 engineers, and everybody else is supporting the 2 or 3 engineers. 10% control 70% of the revenues then. What I want to share with you is that small companies, you probably never heard of them, their name. They make a lot of sales. They depend on research and patents. The company will have an idea, just like your capstone design. They hire a lawyer, a secretary. They file for patent. Once they get the patent, they sell this patent to bigger companies. And that's how they make money. We don't develop drugs, but we patent and then sell the patent or license the patent to a bigger company. I have friends who had, a product and then they license the product. Johnson & Johnson, they don't want to fail. So what they do is that they invest in small companies and they call them sister companies. If the company failed and the product failed, it's not Johnson & Johnson. It's that company that failed. But if it worked for them, they will take all the revenues because they own the company. In healthcare, you need to understand, bigger hospitals will acquire small hospitals. Bigger companies will acquire small companies. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. 10% control 70% of the revenues. Small companies can make a lot of money if they have a good idea. The designers, at top of demand, the problem is that you don't know where to apply. You don't know the names of the companies. You need to do a lot of research. The second, most in demand is programming. So we need to make sure that we know programming and signal processing, analytics. You are an engineer, you know the basics of programming, and you know how to do analytics. And that's what we want to prepare you to do in the market. People will tell you, there are no jobs in biomedical engineering. There are jobs, but we don't know where they are or what the companies that we should apply to. And the list that I shared with you is a good starting point. Keep checking that list and get know the companies. On my website, so I'm trying to have a database of these companies as well. Do you remember the class 1 and class 2? So what's class 1? Medical devices. Not life-sustaining, not life-threatening. That's class 1. And that means that you don't need full regulation from the FDA. Class 2, it's not life-sustaining but life-threatening. If it fails, it can kill you. Let's say a wheelchair, a powered wheelchair, and you're walking in the street and the battery dies. They could be hit by a car, right? So that's life-threatening, but it's not life-sustaining. That's class 2. Class 3 is life-sustaining, life-threatening, like a pacemaker in the heart. Without it, you're not going to be alive. And if it fails, heart arrest and we're done as well.